Okay, what we're going to be doing here today is basically playing through a fresh respawn in Dayz, the mod for Arma 2. Yeah, we've probably seen it before, but here we go anyway. Just going to take you through from spawn with nothing to how you would generally, or how I generally gear up. So I'm going to go into the inventory. Now, playing on our private server, which it's a standard Hive server, but obviously it's locked and private. So there's no players on for the purpose of this tutorial, we can call it. I don't think I'm a pro player by any means, but I've played quite a lot of this game, so hopefully I can give some people some pointers. Right, now the bag here, Patrol Pack Coyote, 8 slot bag, and I'm going to drop it. Now you might ask me why, but that's because when I lie down without the backpack, I really can't be seen. Now it doesn't matter to zombies very much, but to other players it makes you stand out like a sore thumb. And for the sake of 8 slots at this stage, personally, I'll do without it. I'm not too worried about space right now. What I'm worried about is getting the basics. Now, the basics are matches, hatchet, hunting knife, and yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, now those are the basics. With a hatchet you can harvest wood. With matches you can start a campfire. With a skinning knife you can skin the wildlife. This effectively means you can gather your own food, cook it and feed yourself. You're also going to need water, so you would need a water bottle which could be refilled at any water supplies. There's pumps around most of the towns, and there are lakes and ponds that you can refill them at. Once you have those basics, you can survive in the wild. So you could effectively go out into the countryside and never confront any zombies or players and survive. Get your survival score right up, and if that's your kettle of fish, then you can do it that way. Now, when we spawned in there, at the bottom right corner on the right, it tells you your location during login. Now, it only flashes up briefly, and to be honest with you, everybody misses it. So what I'm going to do is quickly show you what everybody does. Oh, little rabbit, run rabbit. Escape, abort, cancel the mission. Disconnect to the lobby, and back in again. As you log back in, you get the message. Chinaris Factory Day 0. Now, you're saying I'm a new player, that doesn't mean anything to me. No, it doesn't, but it's something to note down for later. If you're communicating with friends, etc., right, I've spawned in at Kamenka, or I've spawned in at Chernogorsk, etc. It'll help your friends to be able to locate you, and for you to be able to locate them, knowing where you're logged in at. So we're looking now for buildings that we can enter. Now, I'm going to say 90% of the buildings in Dayz you cannot enter. Big house here, can't get in it. Now these buildings, ironically, these buildings generally you can get in. This particular model, you can get in this building, but not this one. Now it's quite dark, well, not dark enough that I can't see. Now this large industrial building over here, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get in this. Most of the larger buildings you can get in, apart from in the big towns where obviously there's a lot of large buildings. Some of those larger buildings are not accessible. You can have a poke round here. You get the icon there, use your mouse roller, the option to open the door. So, I'll have a look at the loots. And I press G. Oh, it's a hunting knife, so that's essential 1. You've also got empty tin cans which you can throw at zombies. And throw at windows to smash windows, and chem lights. So we'll take a chem light. Now personally I don't use these, but I'll show you how they work. You press F, and you see at the top right the chem light has come up, chem light 10. and then press mouse button 1, left mouse, and just throw the chem light. As you can see, I threw it against that building there and it dropped down. The longer you hold it, the further they go. Obviously they have a maximum range. So yeah, you can throw them around. You can also pick up the chem light and carry it round like a raver. Alright. Well, bear in mind, zombies don't really care about chem lights. They don't care if you look like a cheesy quaver. But if you're playing on a busy server and you're running around Electro with a chem light in your hand like this, and perhaps you could even press the full stop button once, twice, so that you've got direct communication open. Press the caps lock key, and everything you say will be broadcast to your direct vicinity. So you could run around singing or being a complete dick. Now this will get you killed in seconds. Alright, so I don't really advise the use of chem lights in heavily populated areas. I mean, obviously if it's pitch black and you need to see, that's what a chem light's for, but again, it's not something I'd wholeheartedly recommend. Just in case you missed that there, full stop cycles you through the channels, and this server you've got group channel, vehicle channel and direct communication. Direct communication, you press caps lock or you double click caps lock and it'll stay open. That way anybody in the direct area will be able to hear your communication, your voice. This is quite a great tool. You can talk to people in relative, it's quite good quality as well, although some people do complain it makes the server lag. Some servers have something called side chat, which is effectively a global version of this. I don't like these servers. It ruins the immersion completely, and you generally get a lot of morons on there. Not everybody's a moron, but you generally get a lot of morons in side chat. So close that side chat down there. The other channel, vehicle channel, that's handy if you're in a car with someone. It just kind of amplifies out the vehicle noise, and so you can hear each other clearer. And group channel, I think that's a hangover from the actual Arma 2 game, because there are no groups in this mod, in Dayz mod. Right. Anyway, back to the looting. So look what we've got here. Press G again. Okay, so we've got some AK ammo. I'm going to take that. We haven't got an AK, as you can see, but it's quite a common gun. So there's a good chance we get it, and we've got the space. G17 mag. Now that's pistol ammo, which will go in the bottom slot where the bandages are. I can't illustrate because my mouse pointer's not, but you can see where the bandages are there. It's going to go in there, look there. Now these slots will fill up with general inventory. These slots here are for either bandages, pistol ammo, or for M203 grenades, which, you know, the Noob tube grenades for the M16, that class of gun, they also go in here. This bottom slot below the bandage slot is for your tool belt, so you get a knife, hatchet, matches, torch, things like that will automatically go into this. It's not something you'll pick up straight away, but it's something you'll pick up with playing over time. You'll sort of understand where things go. It's not that intuitive. Some painkillers here. Painkillers, if you're hurt, if a zombie hits you, or if you're shot, or if you fall off something, sometimes you can end up shaking. Painkillers, you take some painkillers and that'll stop the shaking, so it's for your aim and things like that. Now it's another hunting knife there. If we go to show you a little indication of how bad the system is, if I try and take this second hunting knife, it simply will not have it. Now if I had a bag, I could put it in my bag, but I cannot take a second hunting knife, so if I wanted to take one for a friend, I couldn't take one. Now hopefully that'll be fixed in the standalone. I mean, you can't blame Rocket for things like that, tiny bugs like that don't really affect the game. And we're also going to take a smoke grenade. Smoke grenades are pretty handy, especially if you've got a lot of zombie aggro. Throw a smoke grenade and the zombies will all chase it. They'll also do the same to a limited degree with whiskey bottles and tin cans, I think, although I'm not 100% sure if they actually chase tin cans. So here I am running along with my flare. Like I say, I don't advise this. I don't advise this as in any way. I'm just showing you that it can be done. Okay, we'll deal with the zombies now. You can see there's a zombie over there. Now I want to go into that town and have a look round. I could sneak round, crouching. I generally like crouching. As you can see, you can get reasonably close without the maggroing, but to be honest with you, I'm not too worried about the maggroing. I mean, people's style of play is going to vary. If you're on a crowded server and you've got a little bit of gear, then obviously you're going to be a little bit more careful. Take a few more precautions. But when you've just spawned, if you're not at one of the major cities, major towns, then really, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Try and find some stuff and get on with the game. You spend too long running around trying to find, sneaking round, trying to find a hatchet or a drink, and you're starving and dying. I mean, it does give you an immersive experience, but it's not necessary. Okay, so this house here, this is one of the models of houses that you can get in, and this one we can go in. So we'll have a look what's in here. Oh, a crowbar. Now crowbars, I wouldn't even bother with. You can use them as a melee weapon, but they're terrible. So we're not even going to pick that up. What else have we got in here? Nothing. Oh, there's something here. Now you can't see this very well. So press G. It's some binoculars. Now that's quite rare to find them in a house like that. So you see we pick those up. They've gone into this slot here. The other slot would be for night vision goggles. And the binocular slot you can replace the binoculars with range finders, which are obviously just binoculars with ranges on. So that way you can gauge the range of an item for sniping, etc. So we're talking about the zombies again. As you're moving around, like I say, I personally don't sneak around at this stage. I mean, the reason why you're sneaking around in this game is to avoid other players, not zombies. Zombies, you can deal with zombies. Use line of sight, and as you can see, I'll hover about here and chat to them, and they generally won't hear. Hello, zombies! Come and kill me! Zombies! Zombies! The Walking Dead. You see, they're not listening. I can probably get pretty close. Some people say that this direct chat, that they can hear you on direct chat and they do come after you. Bollocks! Bollocks! I call bollocks to that. These zombies don't give a shit about me talking. Alright? However, you do this. I'm not talking. They'll see you. Well, it looks like they're running off over there after an unseen enemy. Well, they're not. They're after me. And look, they're swinging at me. Now, if you watch my movement now, just to give you an idea, the zombies are not lethal in this mod. You keep moving. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just moving. Alright? So don't panic when the zombies are chasing you. Just relax. It's not the end of the world. It's part of the game. And they're so dumb, you can dance around them. And look at them. What are they doing? Now, the next thing is, well, you say they're not doing anything, but how do I get on with my, looting and stuff? How do I hunt other players when these zombies are doing this? Well, here's the answer. Zombies don't like bushes. They'll make a lot of noise. They'll flail around the bush. Even if you use direct chat and say, "Hey zombies, I'm in the bush, look, yo, zombies, I'm in the bush, come get me." They're not going to come and get you. No matter what. So there you are, totally safe in the bush. So, you can wait till they've gone. Go get a nice refreshing drink. Minimise and have a look at the day's stories on Reddit. Post a trollish comment on YouTube. Whatever's your fancy, you can do that while you stood in a bush. Because in a bush, no one can touch you. Well, no zombie can touch you. Players can kill you in bushes. Don't think that this bush will save you from a player with a gun, because it won't. this trick only works on zombies. So I hope I've covered that, zombie aggro. I mean, it's quite a major thing in this game, obviously zombies. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but yeah, there you go. So, there, to give you an idea of how people are gearing up, this is how they're going about the gearing up. This kind of tactic. Now, I'm not even crouching here because, well, no need. I'll just crouch here because what, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, I can see 5, 6 zombies maybe. There's no point having them all chasing me. It's more the noise than anything. They're always moaning. They never stop moaning. Oh, hang on, look. See, one of them spotted me. So this is another thing. You could sneak round. Sneaking. And honestly, they're just as likely to see. Oh, he's hit me, that one. He's made me bleed. Now, this is another thing. I say how they're no threat whatsoever. As soon as you start saying they're no threat whatsoever, one will one hit you and knock you out. I think this bush will do. No! Some bushes just are substandard. That was a substandard bush. Must be a prop. What was a tent there? That's something one of the guildies has put there. So I'm going to leg it into this here supermarket, which we want to go into anyway. Press G, and we use one of my bandages to bandage myself. So obviously, as you can see, I was bleeding there, and all that blood coming out would eventually kill me. So we'll have a sneak round in here, look, and be aware, the zombies have come in, but look, they've stopped running. Yep. Second enemy of zombies, indoors. They don't like the indoors, because indoors they can only walk, and usually they walk the wrong way. So they're going into the freezer section now, look. And I'm here in fresh food. So, I'm in the tinned goods department. Look, I've just picked up some Franken beans, Daisy staple, and some Pepsi Cola. Other sodas are available, even in Daisy. Yes. So, pick those up because we need food and drink. As you can see, on the right hand side there you've got the in combat icon, flashes when you're in combat. Temperature icon, flashes yellow when you're entering in Vegas. What? Sorry? No, never mind that one. Temperature icon, that is to do with temperature. Obviously it goes like clear and red. Yeah, let's not go into temperature gauges too much, shall we not? No. And then below that you've got your drink gauge, which goes red when you need a drink and then flashes. And then you've got blood, which again goes red when you need blood and flashes, and below that your food, which again goes red and then flashes when you need food. Pretty self-explanatory. So watch me having a pop round in here. I'll pick up most of the cans and things. You know, you might as well fill your inventory with drinks and food when you're close to it, because I'll take the extra bandage. Bandage has gone in there, see? Because well, basically you go through it. Now, if I look down here, I think I found another essential. Baked beans, look. Box of matches. Now the matches will go down into the bottom slot, tool belt slot, with the skinning knife down there. And they're an essential part of your Daisy kit. With the matches you can start a campfire, with a campfire you can cook food. Essential part of the survivor's kit. No need to drink your own piss. Brilliant.